Hi guys, so today I wasn't originally going to do this, but I decided because I wrapped up the voices section in Shadows of Grey, I decided that I should probably, do it now. And fair warning, I am going to be using Legends or Old Expanded Universe, criteria and stuff, and a bunch of other things in here that would not be considered canon anymore. As Star Wars fans, most of us, know by now, you have to make your own canon. But otherwise than that, I am going to basically read all of what I wrote. Have you ever been alone? Alone with your thoughts before? I am accustomed to this, growing up being a scavenger, but has there ever been a time, no matter how many times you go there, it's still not enough to find clarity? This is how I feel. This is how I just felt, but couldn't stop. I just don't know how to see myself sometimes. Am I evil, sinister person like Palpatine? Or am I Rey Skywalker, the Jedi who brought peace to the galaxy? Who am I? What am I? I just can't tell or know. This feeling I'd had for a while. But the voice, I hear it. Who are you? It said. Who are you? It said again. You can't deny either side. Then faded away quickly. The voice is something I know. I just can trust. But how? You can't deny either side, I said aloud. Yes, it made so much sense. I can't deny I'm a Palpatine or a Jedi. Leia taught me just because it's in your lineage doesn't mean it defines your soul DNA. She says, use it. Use the fact that they are good at what they did or do. And pass those strengths to you. But no, you decide what to do with the power. I was always the one in control. I may not command armies to war, but I command myself. I take a moment lying in my bed, just waiting for the new light of day. It was Sunday, and time for me to seize the day on a quest for knowledge. It had been a week of coming so close to something only to lose it. It as the voice. Luke had seeked out the Force priestesses with his wife and had been going through books. The meetings have dragged on day after day. Ahsoka and Ezra have to work on new writings and teachings, and also training Yaddle, the teenage Master Yoda I told you about. It had then been while I was sparring with Yaddle that I heard the voice calling Again, I left to meditate on the voice. I thought I found balance, I said. I thought I found it myself. You haven't, the voice said. The trials are the true test. Embrace the force. Wait, do I have a time limit to accept? I yelled. Yes, of course. By 2 p.m., it said. I knew I must discuss this today at the council's meeting. But how? When? When do I bring something up like this? Oh, I need to go and check on Finn, of course. He has some developments, he said, or something. I should get to that. Oh. Well, anything that could help with the academy, basically, I need at this point. But, finding all the knowledge I need isn't going to be easy. In these past weeks, Ezra's knighting put him in the place of being trusted in preserving Kanan's teachings. So, while it helped with documenting and knowledge for my new academy that I would start, along with the order, it took one more person from our search. And Rose is deep in work with Poe, so no help there either. I mean, she has been picking up what we had to put down for this. Soon it would be time to tell the council about the trials, and I knew time was not to waste, as I had a deadline, and I knew that something about this voice, these trials, it could help. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I have a feeling, a gut instinct, and something I know. I just had to make it all work. Just had to make it work. In the meeting, like always, we talked of the strides and progress we made that day. After I told them of the trials the voice had offered to me, and how I saw their high importance in my development as a Jedi. Then, all of a sudden, Luke, Mara Jade, and the Force Priestesses came in. If I didn't mention before, Mara Jade is Luke's wife, also a Jedi Master. She had been on a journey from human to Force Ghost with the Force Priestesses, so she was usually, trusted in that sector of finding information because hers was unusually long. Let's just say that. So, anyway, back to what was happening. "We've found the answer," Luke said. Mara said this. Turns out the voice was an ancient Jedi Master. Then none other than the entity itself showed up. Ludos, the first Sith, Anakin said. I was never a Sith. Just an original Force wielder who lived in an era of a truly balanced Force. I follow no extreme of Jedi or Sith. Then he went on to explain the true history of the Jedi. Wait for this, because it's a long ride. He told us how he was shunned for teaching both the Ashla, or the light of the Force, and the Benga, the dark, as a whole. But it was tradition to do so, and how it all used to be just one institution. He said ever since the Republic came there, they'd become extremists to the light. Soon, he said, he left to start his own teachings, the true teachings of the Force. After the Jedi soon discovered this, they attacked their order. They attacked my order, the order that we were built on, the order that we were made on, he went on to explain. And after that, after being the ones to strike first, to being the ones that pushed people to now being extremists and to being just Jedi and Sith, they covered it all up. They made it seem like our order were Sith and that our order struck first, but we didn't. Everyone was shook to their core, except Luke, Anakin, and Ben, who had already knew and lived these truths. Ahsoka simply said, "The Bendu." Most were confused by her response. Ahsoka said, "You became a Force will, since you were the only one that didn't fall out of its favor. Then you went into the Bendu to teach me your ways after long since I left the order, because you knew I'd understand." Correct. Smart you are. I've been the will watching this galaxy. I saw Palpatine plan and turned it against him to prove that people have both sides within them. I also used it to make Luke mature and turn his order a little closer to something the Jedi or the original Force users used to be. And now we're here, he explained. And now we're here, I said. I accept the trials as it decides the fate of the galaxy, not only mine. Very well then, Lutamaris said. We begin tomorrow. Who will aid you? Ben Solo will, I said. The meeting ended shortly there. Soon night falled, and here came my thoughts. Sad for it to be over, so happy that it happened. The memories of Leia and Ben's homegoing fluttered and flourished in and out of my brain. That night, I had kind of decided to go to bed early. Not really go to bed, but just go up there to think. I mean, I had to. Did I ever really find clarity? I mean, I chose Ben because he was my other half. We could talk in our heads and fight and, sync with each other. But did I ever truly find the clarity I needed or wanted? I mean, come on. I loved him. And he's my other half, and I chose him. He also knows the dark side of the Force, which will definitely help me in this because, this trial must, acquire you to use both. I don't know. But something tells me the reason why I just haven't found clarity is because his time in the physical isn't over. Even if that means that he may be brought back during the trials that may take courses over days or weeks. I don't know how long, they haven't told me, but I knew. And I could sense Finn had the same mutual feeling about it as well. An unsaid truth between the two of us. I didn't know if anyone else knew it. You know, we just gave each other that look when he knocked on my door and invited me to come back down for dinner. That look. You know, the moment where we just knew what was going on in each other's heads. Not to say that I liked him and I was going to steal Rose's man, because obviously I was not. There was something, a common truth, something known. I mean, he didn't truly like Kylo Ren, but he had never gotten to know Ben. So I guess that's where he didn't have his clarity. And I just didn't have my clarity because I had known Ben, but I only seen him in short minutes. And when Kylo wasn't hiding him, well, I really felt something, you know? We love each other. And I know that it seems like I chose him out of love, but I feel like his time is not over. But only to know. Only will I soon know. I guess. I left it at that look. And I just came downstairs and I sat and I listened to everyone's days. I listened to Ahsoka go on about tells, how Ezra got in trouble and stuff, and how they originally found each other. We also heard a bunch of tells from the Clone Wars and stuff. It was, nice. We heard about Poe and Rose, getting some agreement settled. It wasn't bad, but I just opted to say silence. My silence didn't obviously, go unnoticed, but everyone respected it. I needed time to think, and I had done and learned so much in just one day, and here I am. Here I am, Rey Skywalker. Rey Skywalker, the girl who electively chose to take the last name of her probably, obviously, known to be husband. Because, well, we weren't married or anything, but there was just a connection. And the Force died kind of gave me the clarity. I mean, he told me to call myself a Skywalker. I mean, I guess I felt more part of their family than of Palpatine. I guess I just knew I belonged there. But what of this? What of that? There was none of that when it came to the Skywalker family. There was none of that. I didn't even question him when he said it in that moment. I only really questioned it when I called myself a Palpatine. Because I don't think